Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I am slightly buzzing. We are doing another come shop with me, and this one is a bonus Jonas double trouble edition of TK Maxx and Homesense. I'm mainly here for Homesense, but if TK Maxx like has all of the accessories and stuff as well, so I'm totally gonna look in TK Maxx if that's the case. I'm literally sitting right outside it now, like look. So this is a brand new TK Maxx and Homesense that I am going to. Obviously, I've just moved house if you're new to the channel, so I am just in a new area, getting used to all the new shops that are my local shops. And this one just so happened to be a humongous TK Maxx and a humongous Homesense combined. So I clearly moved to the right place. I am full of the energy tonight, guys, because Andy's out tonight, so I thought I'm gonna have a little girly evening with me, myself and I, and head out to the shops and go shopping. I might even go to Home Bargains after this, you know, and they got a massive Home Bargains here too. But yeah, we're gonna grab our masks and we're gonna head on into TK Maxx and Homesense. So here we are. You know it's a serious trip when you grab a cart in TK Maxx and Homesense. So this was the first time I stepped inside and it was huge. As you can see, it was like a warehouse. And the first thing that caught my eyes were these beautiful, brightly coloured, floral, summer, juicy couture outdoor cushions. They are outdoor by the looks of it, but I'm sure you could use them inside. And they were only $12.99. For most of them, they averaged at about that price, no more than kind of $16.99. I really like the look of this blue one as well. It reminded me of sort of very Grease vibes. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for more cushions for my sofa, and I noticed this one, but it was only on its own, and it's the first one I've literally seen that I actually really liked. How vibey is this? Like, I just loved this layout with all the beiges and comfy and tassels and textures. Oh, that blanket at the end was everything, but not in summer. Heading into the ornaments and decoration section, I really liked how they had like the white and silvers together, and then the golds and brasses and things in another section. Makes it really easy to browse. I was actually on the lookout for a table centerpiece, but I couldn't really find anything here. But I did spot these Chesterfield wooden like benches that I really liked, as well as this hurricane vase for potentially a candle. As well as this vase that I spotted would have been perfect for pampas grass, with the fact that it's a narrow neck. I find these actually really difficult to find, and it was only $7.99. I also really liked this back vase. It was huge and only $9.99. I did spot a couple of artichokes. They were very big and fat artichokes, but I still kind of love them. I always browse the little knob section as well now in Homesense, because I find they have a massive variety, and this is such a good way if you like to change up a piece of furniture. Even just putting some of these knobs on like basic IKEA furniture completely changes the vibe, and they're really not that expensive. It's only $6.99. I then headed into the art section, as I am on the lookout for some nice bits of art for my house. I loved these sort of like painted artsy vibes, but they all seem to have gold in them, and then the odd one that had silver was like blues and greens, which, as you'll know if you watch my channel, I love all this neutral style. It's just a shame there's so much gold in it, but obviously if you've got a gold themed house, that is absolutely spot on. I think they look a lot more expensive than they actually are. I did want to look at the mirrored section though, and I think I hit the jackpot with this. It is like a church style mirror. It was that worn out wood effect. This is for in the house or outdoors, and it was only $39.99. This was a huge mirror, guys, so I think that's a really good value. We then headed over to the clearance section. Got to always have a look at the clearance, but there wasn't too much stuff in there that caught my attention, but I did like the look of these lilies that were in the fake water. I then also spotted in the clearance section this tray that was $34.99 and it was reduced to £27, but it was pretty much identical to the one that you can find in Home Bargains that I have hauled in the past that was $7.99. So it's really worth keeping an eye out for sort of TK Maxx and Homesense dupes in those sort of shops. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this I spotted this basket and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It would have actually gone so well in my front room. It's like a mink colour, so like the beige, greyish sort of thing. Absolutely loved it, and it was only $19.99. I then headed over and I spotted this Laura Ashley towel that someone had literally like dumped there. It was £25 originally, and then obviously Homesense price $12.99, but there was only one. If they had two, I would have totally gotten this, because that towel looked luxury. It looked so beautiful. I did just have a little look at the notebooks, because I was after a notebook just to have one, and sometimes the prices, I'm not going to lie, sometimes the prices in Homesense for a notebook, $6.99, I find quite a lot, unless it's a diary or it's got places to fill out and things like that. I just think it's a little bit much. However, the photo albums in Homesense and TK Maxx are amazing. I spotted this one, which I thought was really cute, that says Journeys, and it was like a leather effect, but I wish it was silver, not gold. But this one, I featured this on my story not too long ago, and so many of you were like, where is it from? And this is Homesense. It's a little memories, but it's not little, it's absolutely massive, memories book that's $12.99, and it says 2021. I had to get it because obviously, as you guys know, this year has been really significant for me, getting a dog and a house, so had to pick that one up. Little overview of the candles, nothing different. This Sand and Fog brand is always in there. They smell really good, they're reasonable prices, and they're very, very big. And I loved the aesthetic of that one. And how cute is this one with the watermelons? Absolutely adorable. Every time I go into Homesense, I always look at these beautiful like noodle ramen bowls. They're only little ones and they're under £2 a piece, and they're all unique, different designs, but they just give me the most beautiful outdoor dining vibe. And you know me guys, I don't like colour, but these blue and white ones that just look like porcelain china are absolutely stunning. I did spot this neutral grey one, which was actually quite cute, but for once I actually loved the colours way more. There's so many to choose from. Then I hit the absolute jackpot in this store, heading into kitchenware, Le Creuset. Le Creuset, Le Creuset, Le Creuset. That's all I have to say. There was absolutely everything you could possibly want here. I also hit the jackpot with the lemon juicer in the white and the meringue. I've been looking out for this for ages. Just when I thought I'd already hit the jackpot with that end stand, I went round the corner and was greeted with this, a Le Creuset wall. This was literally the biggest selection of Le Creuset I have ever seen in any Homesense or TK Maxx. They actually had everything you could possibly want. Loads of the black range, loads of the meringue range, loads of the white range, and I was in my absolute element. I did have to hold back a bit. I always see these teapots and I really want one, but the reality of the situation is I would probably never use it. I did pick up 2 of these last time though, but in the meringue, which I use for my tea and coffee. It actually looks awesome because I love my Le Creuset on display. So a lot of the things that I buy, I like to sort of have out if I can. I'm also after a few more mugs. I've just decided I want to buy like a set of 6 of the mugs, even though they are still $7.99 each in the store. I don't care. It's nothing compared to the obviously full price, but this Le Creuset stuff, as much as it is an aesthetic, it is actually amazing. I even found the full meringue version of the lemon juicer and I put it in my cart because I was like, oh my goodness, which one do I want? The next thing I'm looking out for is this jug, but I want it in the meringue colour because it's just stunning. Heading into the pet section, I seen this and it took everything in me to not buy it. It was quite expensive at £40, but it's a little pet teepee and it's beige and it goes with all of my interior. I slightly fell in love with it, but I just resisted for that moment because Jerry would have chewed all of the edges for now anyway. But I was looking in the pet section for some inspiration, but just didn't find anything I liked. Those treat bowls were nice, but the blue and red lids just completely threw me off. In the cleaning section, I just showed you this box, which I thought was quite nice, but there really wasn't anything to report on. And this is just a little overview of the clearance section in the kitchenware. This wasn't in the clearance section, but I am after a biscuit tin, and I spotted this one at just £15. I loved how like modern and vintage it was. Unfortunately, the top wasn't very airtight, and I find that a lot with these pretty looking biscuit tins. Heading over to this section, which I love, the inner part of Italian in me loves this section because it's mainly stuff all imported from Italy. I absolutely adored that bowl with the olives on it. They had ones with chilies and lemons, and then down at the bottom, this beautiful design, they had a pizza plate just behind this bowl, and I absolutely loved it. Heading to look at the bigger pieces of furniture, I spotted this outdoor planter that had this sort of slate beige brick design. I thought this would be stunning. There was no price on it though, I'm really sorry. I also loved the look of this little side glass table at just £70. That's a great addition to have just over your bed or as a side coffee table without taking up too much space. They also had a great selection of mirrored furniture, starting with this little side table at just £60, and then these bedside tables, which I absolutely love, that were only £130. And I say only because if you know mirrored furniture, it can get very expensive. I then headed over to the TK Maxx clothes and shoes section just to have a little look, and I spotted they had a nice few sliders. They had these ones from Moschino, and then they had these ones from Guess, which I actually really liked, and they were only £14.99, so I thought they were really affordable. I did then spot the little sparkly ones just because I can't help it, I'm such a magpie. These were really interesting too, and if we had festivals this year, they would be really cool festival shoes, and they were in the clearance section. Always start with the clearance rack. The first thing that I spotted, an absolute dream find, was this loungewear set from Aurora. It was reduced to just £16, and the quality of this was awesome. It's a really thick loungewear set, sort of reminded me of Ellie Darby's Angel collection. This though was probably the best find. It was a whistles top that was meant to be RRP 129, £129, and reduced in the clearance to just £20.
I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me.
I think this was the same loungewear brand, but in the normal section, I seen that they did this lounge set too. The quality was awesome. Like, I actually really like the look of this. Cargo pants and a crop top, and full price, it was still under £20. I kind of wish I picked this up now because the sage green color was beautiful. Just a quick trip into the TK Maxx beauty and health and makeup section. Honestly, I kind of avoid this area now just because it is such a jumble sale. The makeup usually is always the wrong shades or broken or swatched, so it's not something I cover too much, but this China Glaze polish looked lovely. China Glaze just takes me back to my childhood. I used to love China Glaze. But for example, they had BH Cosmetics, they had Huda Beauty, they had Anastasia Beverly Hills, but all of them were really dark shades or really different alternative lip colors that just aren't mainstream. So also to the fact you've got to open the boxes to see the color, so it doesn't really help, and that's why people tend to swatch them. So definitely not my cup of tea. But heading into handbags now, again, there was nothing too exciting. I liked this backpack, it gave me sort of Chanel vibes. And these bucket bags, I spotted that black one and this one as well, which is like a rattan material and then like fishnet. Like, do people actually use these? I'm not sure. That was a great trip. Okay, so I am back now. It is 20 past 8. That was definitely a shopping trip. I was there for a good hour and a half. Obviously looking around. It was mainly just to show you guys what was in store and obviously just explore. I didn't necessarily need need anything. Do we ever need anything when we go into Homesense, really? But I did manage to walk out with one of the ginormous Homesense bags. So yeah, I thought, as I've got like, I bought a few things, not a ton, in Homesense, and actually a couple of things, or one thing in TK Maxx. So I thought I would just show you all in this video. So a little come shop with me and a haul. We love it, don't we? I am missing my tea though, so if you haven't already got your tea for this video, we're a bit overdue, but you know what, it's fine. Pause it, come back, and then we can go through the stuff that I bought. Okay, so the first thing I picked up is, you know, you could tell I was getting a little bit hungry because I picked up my favourite. I think I've had these before from in here. That's why I say my favourite, because I definitely had truffle crisps from the food section in TK Maxx and Homesense, I'm not too sure. And these are the In Essence Golden Crisps Truffle Potato Crisps, and they were $1.99. I freaking love truffle. It's either kind of a Marmite, you either love it or hate it. It's very strong, it's very earthy, but I freaking love truffle. I then needed to get these because they just absolutely intrigued me. These are the Robio Extra Ordina Rias fried egg flavored crisps. I don't know why I was drawn to these, but they just looked so cool. So fried egg flavored crisps. I then also just picked this up to try in my coffee. Now we've all seen these in the shops and in TK Maxx and Homesense, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up sooner, but this is the vanilla caramel creme skinny syrup, and it was only $3.99. It is a huge thing, so I'm really hoping I like this because I've been having coffee a lot more at home recently, and I just like to switch it up. Sometimes have a normal coffee, which I have all the time. I don't add sugar, but then I do love a vanilla latte if we go out to the like coffee shops, but I don't know if that's because it's frothed and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. And then I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this in the Italian like pasta section thing. I really liked the look of this. This is just a little bowl that's got the olives on it, and it is made in Italy. I just think this is so beautiful. Now, as much as I love like all of the dishes in my house to match, this is obviously like a serving dish. I could also see it of like if I'm having a solo night of pasta, which I am tonight, so I'm gonna be eating my pasta out of this bowl tonight. There's just something about it. I feel like it's something my Italian nan would have bought, and I want to start collecting things like that. I love everything to match in terms of like the bowls that we eat off every day, but like this you could also serve in, like imagine serving garlic bread or actual olives in that. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's made in Italy, and it was only $3.99, and the RRP is £7. And then you guys seen, I finally went and did it. I bought my Le Creuset lemon juicer. I've been on the lookout for this, and I nearly bought the grey one the other time because I was like, oh, that's the only one they have in store. Literally, the Le Creuset section in this Homesense and TK Maxx we just went to was the best I have ever seen. It was amazing. As you guys seen, I showed you that tiny little section, and then I was like, whoa, round the corner there was literally a whole 5 meters of it, and they just had absolutely everything. So I wish they had that tall jug, like I said, the grey one in the meringue colour, because I would have bought that, because I really kind of need that for like breakfasts and stuff. But I did have the choice of the full meringue, lemon juicer, or this one, which I opted for. So this is the white and the meringue, which I just think has a nicer contrast. So this RRP is £30 in Le Creuset, and it's only $12.99 in TK Maxx and Homesense. It's just amazing. And I finally got my lemon juicer. I could have done with it the other day though, because I needed it for a recipe, but I have it now. And then the last thing I got in Homesense, and then I did pick up one amazing steal in TK Maxx. But the last thing I got in Homesense was this photo album. I just could not get this. I thought this was so appropriate. So it is just a photo album. I love how the photos are like in a collage, so you can put portrait ones and landscape ones across the pages, and obviously it says memories and it says 2021. I had to get this. It was $14.99, which I thought was quite a good price for a 500 photo album, and as you can see, it's quite big. But I thought this was so appropriate because 2021 has been a huge year for me. The year that obviously I've bought my first ever house, the year I call YouTube my part-time job, the year that I start my little family with my little puppy. And I just felt like I really needed to get this, because if you don't know, I do print out my photos. I use free prints and I print my photos out pretty much every month, if not every other month when I remember. So I love this as a good coffee table book. I don't know if you can see, it is a little bit scratched up, but it was the only one they had left, and to be honest, it doesn't even bother me. I like that. If I keep it for as long as I think I am, it's going to get a lot more battered. Oh, it's also got 2021 on the spine as well, which is really nice. And then the ultimate bargain of the entire trip, and I'm not, as you've seen, we did look through a little bit of the clothes in TK Maxx, but I'm just not, like, I've never had a good trip where I think I've had one in my whole life where I've literally bought like multiple items and I was impressed with all of them. Because sometimes I just feel like it's very charity shop style, you know. I'd rather just go into a charity shop. I feel like I've got more hope of finding something better in there and probably for cheaper. But I seen this top and I really loved it. So this is the top here. I did show you in store, I think. So it's a halter neck black sequined top. And it's from Whistles. If you don't know, Whistles is sold in like TK Maxx. Sold in TK Maxx. Whistles is sold in House of Fraser and department stores like that. It's a really good quality shirt. I mean, I did not even notice the brand before I decided I liked it, and then I seen it was Whistles, and it was in the clearance section. This RRPs for £129, and I got it in the clearance section for £20. So it's in a size 12, it's my size. I'm really hoping this looks really pretty, because I've got a birthday party coming up next weekend, so I could actually wear this with some denim shorts. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I really hope that that fits and looks good, because that is an absolute steal. So guys, that is it for the come shop with me and the little haul in TK Maxx and Homesense. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I super enjoyed filming it. Like, Andy's out tonight. We've just had a little bit of a girly evening together. I'm gonna go have a shower in a minute. I'm gonna take off this makeup, cleanse, put some skincare on, put my nice cozy pajamas on, go downstairs, cook some of my nan's pasta and put it in my nice new Italian made dish, and snuggle up on the sofa and watch the MasterChef's The Professional final on Netflix that I am up to. So I am quite frankly buzzing for this evening, and it is only 8:30, so wild night ahead. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you are new around here, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss any of my uploads. And apart from that, guys, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying your newfound freedom if you're in the UK, because we are back to normal. That is it from me. I will see you all in my next video. Stay safe and stay beautiful. Ciao.